So here we are at Blockley Tyres, and it's just a little shed. They've got all the tyres in stock, and they fit the tyres to the wheels here, but they don't do the taking the wheels on and off. They prefer it if you bring the wheels in another car, and then they can fit the tyres, and then you can go and fit them to your own car at home. But me being me, I was like, can I just bring a jack and a torque wrench and we do it here? And they were fine with that, so I think I'd get away with murder. So Peggy's here, first wheels off, first tyres off as well. There's one of the old tyres, Uniroyal, about 8 years old now. And look at all these new tyres. Inner tubes galore. Stacks and stacks of them. So if you need tyres with inner tubes, you know where to go. They've even got them in the taller. I'm sneaking around looking. Look. Wow, look at all these old vintage looking tyres. And more inner tubes. Here's one of the new tyres on the machine, ready, look. It's a 145R13 for Peggy. That's the correct size for the A series cars. And see, it's got a great tread pattern. Oh, I ate that. Not too wobbly, I hope.
No, 60 grams, so it's, yeah.
Not too bad. It's probably the weight of that dice, that's what's done it.
Yeah. So Blockley Tyres has been going for about 25 years apparently. I didn't even know they existed until very recently when I wanted tyres for the P4. Oh, these are tiny, aren't they? What are they off of, a Mini? Yeah, 10s. I bet it's off a Mini. All the old ones. That old duck and sign, that old pump there as well. Here you go, he's just explained that the Blockley tyres are 80 in profile, whereas these 155s are 70s. So you can actually see it fits the wheel arch better because it's a little bit taller, and we had them side by side just now and it's not that much narrower at all. Probably to do with the tread pattern. So I'm very happy with those. Here's my old tyres. They're not bad at all really. They got loads of tread left on, especially these rears. And the spare tyre's very good as well, but it's probably ancient. Let's have a look. Dot code, yeah, 2007. So that is oldish. You know, fine for a spare. But I wouldn't want to run around on 2007 tyres. I found the kettle. That's the important part of anywhere, is finding the kettle. Make a cup of tea. Plenty of decaf here. Don't fancy that. Oh, you're not on the decaf, are you?
No, I'll have the
normal tea. Oh, okay. I need the caffeine. I've already sniffed the milk. It's in date. We're good. Hello. It's a little dog. Wow, he's opening up the tomb. So this is where all the tyres hide. Wow. Why are some wrapped up in silver sparkly?
I don't know. So yeah, these were meant to be wrapped, but they came unwrapped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, loads. Are these all different sizes, or these are all 145s?
These are our 13s, and these are the mini 10s the other side.
Oh, they're the little tiddlers.
Yeah, some bigger, wider 10s on the bottom. So.
Oh, right, okay. Wow. And all these containers out here have all got tyres in?
Yes, yeah.
Blimey. That's a lot of tyres. Look at the size of that tyre. It's nearly as tall as my actual car. This, he said this will be off something really old, like 1910, 1920s cars. And they got the special lip in there for the rim to sit over or something, and they have to be fitted by hand, not by machine. And of course they have an inner tube fitted to them as well. Well, there we are. Peggy has got her new shoes, and they do look a lot better. You know, when I'll be sat at a show, have those proper period tyres on. They do look nice, and I've just picked up 2 more for Jessie in there. My fault. I changed a tracking arm with Graham, and I drove it and it felt fine, but obviously the tracking was out and I didn't get it checked, so unfortunately I've partly worn out one of the Blockley tyres quicker than it should have because of me not getting the tracking done. But I've just had the tracking done on Peggy, so she's ready for her new tyres. And yeah, I'll probably fit those new tyres to Jessie for the winter, and I'll keep the other good one as a spare, and I'll get rid of the one that I've partially damaged. Okay, off-roading in Blockley Tyres. I've noticed it sounds like my poor old steering rack's knocking again. Unless it's something else. I'm not surprised. Wow. Here we go. Blockley tyres are installed. We've got 30 psi in the rear, and we've got 26 psi in the front. Wheel nut torque, I think the correct torque is 63 newton meters, which is about 46 foot-pound. But I don't know, I don't like the idea of that. I know it's what it says in the book, but I just bumped it up to 70. So I've gone for 17 newton meters on the wheel nut torques. We got to go over all again. For God's sake. I can hardly see behind me because there's bright blue wrapped tyres. Plus I've got you balanced on the mirror again. So my mirror is pointing a bit down. Well, at least, you know, if you want to come and get Blockley Tyres, you know not to go round the whole estate like I did. You know where to go now. Still, if you didn't go round the whole estate, you wouldn't see half the cool stuff we saw. Like a cheap Citroen van. Or that old American looking car over there. I don't know if you saw it, rusty one. With no wheels on it. Apparently Lee was meant to have sent me a map of how to get here, but either he didn't or I just didn't see it. So if you did send it, Lee, I'm really sorry. I did not see it. And if you didn't send it, don't worry, because I enjoyed my little joyride around the estate. And these are the two joined up nasties. People in the motorbike shop there were staring at me. I bet there's loads of cool stuff hidden around inside these units. Can't believe all those Suzuki Jimneys. Shall I show you them? Hang on. No one behind me. Come off of that mirror, you. Look at that. If you want a Suzuki Jimny, this is the place to go. Look at them all. Cotswold Jimneys. Ideal car for the Cotswolds, isn't it? And there's the Ferrari house over there. I don't know if you saw it. I better pop you back on the mirror. Don't want to do illegal driving. Oh. Get back on there, you. I don't know how you're staying up there, to be honest. No idea. I was thinking sod taking a Ferrari over these bumps, but I bet half those Ferraris in there just get put on a trailer, don't they? And they get trailered out, probably towed by a big Land Rover or something. There's just loads of cool things just dotted about. Oh, I want to go nosing. We're nearly out of here. Then we can get a true feel on these tyres. Oh my god, what's that coming out? Hi! I thought I'd wait until he sees me. I didn't want to just pull out. Oh, I got a UPS driver behind me now as well. He's not going to want to hang around, is he? Back at the roundabout. How do we get out? It's left, isn't it? Is it left? I hope so. Is this the way out? Exit! Yes! This is the way out. Brilliant. Let me out of here. I'm a celebrity. ultimate pleasure special delivery. Sorry, it's out of a song, isn't it? Oh, I'm sweating. I'm glad the camera's not pointing around the other way. Right, I'm going to do this passenger window up because otherwise my hair is going to be blowing everywhere. I'm going to check my phone, make sure no one loves me. Hopefully not. They can be all keep them quiet. What we got? Kerry's asking when I'm going away. I will tell her that later. Actually no, I should tell her now because I'll forget. I'll tell you what, I reckon we'll find somewhere nice to stop and take some nice photos of Peggy in her new shoes. Why not? Oh, we get to go and drive on this nice new tarmac. Wow, the steering certainly does feel lighter. Not dramatically lighter like the P4 did. That's because it's a little car anyway. The steering's not that heavy on an Allegro. But yeah, I can feel it. It is light. It feels airy fairy. What a lovely day. Lovely day for tyre fitting. I'm really pleased they don't look as silly and small and narrow. Haha, cool, do you see it? You must have saw that. Capri. Cool. Silly and small and narrow. There's a few different ways we can go home, but I'm going to go this way. Go back through a bit more of a scenic route perhaps. Gearbox whining. I got no sat nav. I'm just going for it. I'm sure I can find my way home. This is my stomping ground. This is. There's nothing makes me feel more happy and confident about driving a car when it's got new, decent tyres. I think they're a bargain myself for what they are. These tyres are 60, I think it's £62 each, and they're a lot better quality tyre than your modern stuff. They're made with extra, I don't know. You did tell me. I want to say they're made with extra rubber. I think they are. They're made with extra good rubber or something. I should read up on it before I do these videos. Oh look, what's this? Daimler? Is it an SP250? I know we all want to call it a dart. It's a Daimler dart really, but they don't like us saying that, do they? But yeah, and the guy was saying that an average tyre in daily use should be about 7 years, something like that, on a car. I thought I could hear the tyres quite considerable, but these are quiet. I think I'm meant to bed these in for a few 100 miles before I start going mad, so I better be careful. The trip to the Isle of Wight will bed them in nicely. So we've just left Cotswold. We're on the main road now, the Foss Way, and we're heading towards Stow-on-the-Wold. Doing about 55, 60 mile an hour. Lovely and smooth. The steering wheel's lovely and straight because I had the tracking done. Absolutely spot on. It's working quite well having you perched up there on the mirror. We're just coming into Stow-on-the-Wold, still on the Foss. I'm not actually going to go into Stow-on-the-Wold because, well, I don't need to go to Stow-on-the-Wold. Just going to come through it. There's always a bit of traffic here. Tourist central. Tourists love a bit of Stow-on-the-Wold, and even more so, they love a bit of Bourton-on-the-Water. If you ever visit Gloucestershire, the Cotswolds, anywhere around here, make sure you visit Bourton-on-the-Water because it is a lovely, picturesque village. I'm not bothered about Stow myself, but each to their own, you know. It's all about Bourton-on-the-Water for me. I don't appreciate it that much because I lived there and worked there. So I'm just going to let these people go. So I don't always appreciate its beauty. Did you know you could enter a yellow box if turning right? So technically that Peugeot could enter the yellow box and turn right. Look, another chimney. They must be popular out here. So we're coming down into the main Bourton-on-the-Water village. And you've really got to watch yourself because it's full of tourists. Especially in this nice weather, I bet it's absolutely packed. All I want to do is get a drink and something to nibble. Oh yes, looks quite busy. Not as packed as I have seen it before though. Perhaps because it's a weekday. It's not the weekend. See if I can sneak into the motor museum. Take some nice pictures outside. Of the Red Sea. I know I'm not allowed to park here.
Of course you are. Of course you are. I was thinking about you the other day. Hello. Very well, thanks. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're nice and cool. I just was in the area and I just got new tyres fitted at Blockley.
Oh, yes,
They
yeah.
got Blockley Tyres. And I was thinking, I'd like to take some pictures of the car with its new tyres on. And I was like, oh no, I'll come here.
Yeah, good, absolutely. How have you been keeping? Well?
Yeah.
Are you still with the AA?
Yeah.
I was literally, it was just yesterday, driving, there was an AA vehicle behind me and I thought, I wonder how Alex is doing. You've always got a place to park. How long have you had this?
I know when like people like yourself aren't on, they come out and you can't park there and the cottage guests only.
Well,
but I'm part of the furniture.
you are part, exactly. I mean, that's what I
normally sneak it on the front on that little corner because I always think it's not an official parking space, but it's out the way.
Well, actually, it's better in here anyway because they can take pictures of the that. And plus, they're going to be taking pictures of this.
Yeah.
Is this what? Is this a 73?
74.
74.
Yeah, early 74.
I remember when people were buying these.
Do you?
Regularly, but
Not
I don't
that old,
remember.
are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 10 years old when this was.
Oh really?
When this came out.
Wow.
Yeah, they were buying them, and I just thought after coming from America, this was really wicked interesting, because the English cars always look sort of old-fashioned compared to the American ones.
That's it. All set up in big.
Sort of and unusual. And this came out, it was really unusual. And I remember riding in back of one of the estates.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just really comfy.
Yeah.
It was
Bouncy.
really good. Bouncy. And yeah. This is pretty bouncy.
Very bouncy. Yeah. Well, you just have to shake it and it starts bouncing.
Yeah. Well, and you have to know how to handle it, rather as opposed to the new drivers who just bounce around.
Oh yeah, no, you've got to.
I think everybody should learn how to drive in a classic vehicle.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
I learnt to drive in one of these.
Did you?
Yeah, that would be early 80s,
Early
something
80s,
like
yeah.
that. Something like that. God. Takes me back.
Yeah.
The fear.
The fear.
The fear and the joy of
Love
freedom.
it.
But,
Yeah.
I remember the old square steering wheel.
Do you?
Yeah. God, brilliant. Brilliant. It's beautiful.
Cheers.
Lovely.
You had one, did you?
Yeah, we had an Allegro.
Oh.
Orange.
This is where I used to work. The Cotswold Motoring Museum. I don't think I've done a video in the museum, have I? That'll have to be for another day because I've only got 7% on my camera. But Peggy's out here. I'm not really allowed to park here, but because I'm so old in terms of staff, I'm welcome to park here temporarily. Look at the Mini, it's all filled out now. I remember when this was new and it was just a metal shell with a couple of little bushes and it looked really pathetic. And now it's all bushed out. Here we are, give you a glimpse into inside the Motor Museum. So I can't do a full film of the museum because my battery on my camera's low. So we'll come back another day and film the whole thing. Pretty cool in here though, isn't it? And of course the main attraction of this museum is it is housing the original Brum. This is one of the original Brum cars made here. I think it was made by Mike Kavanagh, who originally created this museum.
She likes listening to her wireless, says it keeps her comfortable.
Very rover in the building. So many useful new old stock parts in here. Makes me sick that they're all encased in a display cabinet. But there's some really good stuff for some old cars here. My favourite little car still here, the Duramaca. Love it. It's too small. Look at it, next to that. I want it. And this is the room where Peggy belongs. 70s. Well, my camera died in the museum as I thought it would. So I couldn't film any of my journey back home. But I tell you what, I don't know if it was the tyres or the sunshine or the fact that I saw some old friends at the museum, but driving that car home, it felt wonderful. I know I shouldn't, but I was driving it with one hand a lot of the time. It was just so easy, so comfortable, you know, and turning corners, it just turns corners better. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with those tyres, and I didn't think it was a bad price. So I'm home now. Camera's on charge. You've got leads sticking out of the side of you. And I've got the fan on. The curtains are closed to keep the heat out. I've had them closed all day. It's a good trick if you're not home all day. Shut the curtains because it helps keep the heat out, so it's nice and cool in here. But I'm going back outside in a minute because I've got a few jobs to do on Peggy before we go away on holiday. So a couple of new number plate lights and a handbrake gaiter. No, gear stick gaiter, sorry. I won't be filming any of that because you'll be in here on charge, and they're only quick little jobs. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll share some footage on the Isle of Wight. Bye.